This is the daily schedule at ashram. 4 a.m. woke up. 5:30 first meditation, 6 to 7 chanting and prayers. 3:30 self-Reiki. 10:30 it is good night, but when Guruji is there, there is no good night. This time there will be an Agnihotra Mahotsav and Vasantrao Paranjape and Ima Garasya are going to take the Shibir. In Agnihotra Mahotsav, we are going to learn the various advantages and benefits of a Homa which has been given in our Vedas and once again explored by Dr. Vasantrao Paranjape. The atmosphere and environment, external environment, gets healed through Agnihotra and through Reiki. Inner healing takes place. So the blending of both the things makes a person complete, both from external and internal. And also healing takes place very fast. Inner healing also gets a great advantage if the external environment and atmosphere is conducive and without any pollution.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi saviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhurbhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Agnei namah idam Agnei swaha idam Agnei idam namah
Agnei idam namah Prajapate swaha Prajapate idam namah.
दोन
ते स्वाहा म्हटलं ना आपण की टाकायचं
स्वाहा अग्नि स्वाहा सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मीव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मीय बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
50 का एक 50 होल्डिंग टैक्स
तर आणि अनेक प्रकारच्या इथेच अनेक प्रकारच्या विद्युत आणि या सूक्ष्म एनर्जीचा एक झोत मोठा झोत इथे त्या पॉईंटपाशी येतो सूर्यापासून इकडे आणि हे संबंध शुद्धीकरण करत वातावरणातलं तो येतो. त्याच ठिकाणी तुम्ही आज मंत्रोच्चार केलात हा म्हणजे 2च मंत्र आहेत फक्त त्याच्यातले आणि त्याला एक पिरामिडचं पात्र लागतं आहे ते जरा उंच करायला ते विशिष्ट आकार त्याला 3 स्टेप्स आहेत. हा आपल्या जुन्या परंपरेत सांगितलेला आहे. हे तांब्याचं किंवा सोन्याचं तांब्याच्या सोन्याच्या परिणामामध्ये फारच थोडा फरक आहे हे इक्वली इफेक्टिव्ह. तर या पहिल्यांदा हा सूर्याचं किरण ज्या तुम्ही स्वाहा म्हणून ती एक अवधी दिली एक साधारणतः त्या अमेझॉनच्या जंगलातला अनपढ मनुष्य ज्याला बाकीचे कुठलेही पहिले संस्कार नाहीत हा जास्तीत जास्त 10-15 मिनटाच्या आत सगळं शिकू शकतो. मग इथला कुठलाही मनुष्य शिकू शकेल असं धरायला हरकत नाही. आता पहिला इफेक्ट जाऊन तिथून परत तीच एनर्जी वरून खाली येते या पिरामिडकडे येते आणि जोपर्यंत हे कुटुंबातले हे आमचे टेक्निशियन त्या सगळं ठराविक वेदमंत्र हे सगळं शिकून ट्रेन केलेलं आहे असं. तर आता ह्याचा आपण उपयोग करायचा की नाही हे ज्याने ठरवा. आम्ही पुन्हा सांगायला येणार नाही. इच्छा असेल तर करा या तर गुड बाय पुन्हा राम राम. सुरुवात करायची 365 दिवसाचं मिळू शकेल. शिकायचं असेल तरी ते फ्री शिकता येईल इथे. आता त्याच्यापेक्षा औषधं कशी करायची ज्यांची शिकायची आज रात्रीच आपल्याला सगळे सांगतील. या बाईने 20 वर्ष प्रयोग करून आज जगभर ती औषधं गेलेली आहेत सर्वत्र आणि घरगुती बनवू शकतात आणि अत्यंत वंडरफुल. आज दुसरं आपल्याला सगळ्याचं नवीन म्हणजे आम्ही आता हल्ली याच्यावरती औषधावरती भर झाला तर फार कठीण परिस्थिती आहे. घरोघरी दुखणी सगळी. नंतर सगळ्यांचे गरिबांचे फार्मसीत कसे ज्याचा अर्थ असा आहे की गुण येत नाही ना. ज्या औषधाने पूर्वी गुण येत होता 10 वर्षापूर्वी त्यांनी आत्ता गुण येत नाहीत. तर अशा या परिस्थितीत ही औषधं सुरू झाल्यावर आता आम्ही राहतो त्या देशामध्ये आम्ही पेरू देशामध्ये कॉलेजचेच प्रमुख होते इथे. तर मग ह्यांनी शेवटी म्हणले आता कंटाळले लोकांच्या याच्याकडे काहीच होत नाही आमच्या याच्यात मग तिथे सुरू करतो. त्यावेळेला आम्ही सगळे आमचे हजारो लोक आहेत त्या देशामध्ये पेरूमध्ये हे अग्निहोत्र करणार. तर ते व्हॉलंटियर्स म्हणून तिथे येतात आणि दररोज संध्याकाळी हे जाऊन आणि ते ती पुढची आता काय सायन्स कशाला म्हणायचं कृपा कशाला म्हणायची हे सगळं सांगणं कठीणच आहे. तर अफाट अशा तऱ्हेची रोगराई आपोआप बरी व्हायला लागली. नंतर तिथे काही रेग्युलर वेस्टर्न टाईप हॉस्पिटल्स म्हणजे तिथे कधीही कुणाचा प्रवास होणार नाही अशा बाकीच्या कुठल्या असल्या गोष्टींचा त्या हॉस्पिटलने एका पेरू देशातलं उत्तरेकडचं शहर आहे तिथे त्यांनी एक
म्हणजे प्रकाशामध्ये अंधार दाखवा असं आहे. त्यांनी हे सांगितलं होतं की टिल यू अंडरस्टँड इट इज लॉजिक, इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टँड इट इज मॅजिक. मॅजिक आणि लॉजिक त्या फरक. सो हे बरेचसे अनुभव आहेत म्हणून मी त्यांना मुद्दाम विचारले की अशा माणसानं जर उद्या अग्निहोत्र तिथे केलं मी त्यांच्याकडे जाणार होता त्यांच्या क्षेत्रामध्ये मुळाच्या कारण मी जाणार होतो अग्निहोत्राचं इकडे. उद्या बरीचशी मंडळी तिकडे नाशिकवरून येते तिथं याच कामासाठी आणि मग तो एनहान्स्ड इफेक्ट मला बघेल.
This is a new pyramid.
Sir, translation. Rakesh bhai करेंगे translation अभी
But
आप शांत आराम से
this is mine. It's used many years.
हा बऱ्याच वेळा वापरलेला आहे आणि हा नवीन आहे.
You put one flat piece at the bottom, one flat piece. Then you take some cow dung pieces. Do you have some more cow dung than this?
Yeah, we have. Cow dung
If you can get some.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have.
You take some cow dung pieces and put it around.
And you have to apply the heat like in the beginning.
You can, but it's not a must. It's not a must. If you make the cow dung very thin, like this, you will quickly have a nice flame.
जितकं पातळ असेल थोडं.
So it's advisable to make it thin, then you can save some ghee. Because ghee is hard to get, no? And
Especially cow's ghee. It's
yeah,
difficult
cow's
to
ghee,
get
yes.
original.
For Agnihotra, only cow's ghee, no buffalo ghee, no mixed.
Exclusively.
This is not allowed.
Cows.
Yes, only cow. Otherwise, you will have no effect. So we want the healing effect. So we have to take cow's ghee only.
फक्त गाईच्या शेण असाव्यात आणि गाईचंच तूप.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, you have nice cakes. Huh? Very nice. Yes. Do you like biscuits? But this is easier. You can make. Actually, you can use as much cow dung as you like, as you have. In rainy season, you have to be careful because the cow dung is not drying at that time. So we
हवं
use
तेवढं
this.
आपण शेण्या निवडू शकतो. जेवढं जास्त घ्याल तेवढं चांगलं. आणि पावसाळ्यात फक्त जरा तुम्हाला खबरदारी घ्यायला लागतं की ओलं असतं का मध्ये.
And then you take one piece, and there you put some cow dung, some cow's ghee on it, and with this piece you can light the fire. There was a spoon, the spoon is behind you. Yeah. You should not use any camphor. Or also no cotton wicks for starting the fire, because now there's so many chemicals are in cotton.
Yes.
So we do not want to start a fire with chemicals already.
कापूर ह्या दोन्हीचा वापर करू नये.
This kapoor is also now chemical. So again, if we you start then, but it's enough if you start about 5 minutes before the.
काढावे. फक्त अख्खा तांदूळच शिल्लक ठेवावा.
Well, I think that Shree Vasantrao has explained before, no? They have pieces in the list. Yeah. So we only want the full pieces,
खाऊ
and then you can mix it together. It's nice inside. You can also take the rice in your hand. It's not compulsory to have a copper plate. You can also take the rice available. They need a satellite. Means
They don't work here?
no, they don't work here. There is one atomic clock in Frankfurt. No, there it goes I think 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers in a radius, but India is not there. No, but this would be a blessing for India. These watches. Actually, I have read in a newspaper one time that they want to implement this in India, that system. But till now, I have not heard that yet. Yes. That would save a lot of problems with keeping the right time. Because for Agnihotra, you need
It
right
automatically
time.
adjusts itself.
Yes.
On location.
Yes.
But then at least GSP, this one will be available.
GSM.
GPS,
GPS.
yes, but it's also not
GPS.
a common item, you know. Once that atomic
Does it also
clocks
show the
are-
time? Does it also
it shows body, and after 1 month, the whole body was clean.
कर्नाटकातलं ते अनुभव सांगतायत की तिथे एका माणसाला त्वचेचा रोग झालेला होता, सोरायसिस म्हणतात तो, डोक्यापासून पायापर्यंतचा. तर त्यांनी स्वतः अग्निहोत्र सुरू केलं आणि एका महिन्यामध्ये त्यांना असं वाटलं की ती अग्निहोत्राची रक्षा म्हणजे राख ही विस्कीमध्ये
Where do I contact? Whom do I contact? Now, what is the network of?
There are actually one big place is in Madison, Virginia, near Baltimore. It is. Also in Baltimore there are many people whom he can contact. I don't know from which place.
They're from Chicago.
Chicago. We have to find out
How do they find out the process?
Yes. Please tell in detail.
Yeah, you take plain cow butter, pure cow butter without any addition, and put it in a flat pan.
Means cow butter means the cream or
Butter.
cow butter means malai, malai, malai or makhan, okay.
And put it in a flat pan and heat it on low heat until all the
And then you can steam out.
That protein is coming on
proteins
the
are getting thick.
ऊपर का मलाई निकाल देने का.
Yes, then it clears up, and then first you take all the proteins out of the ghee, and then give it again through a filter, like a coffee filter or something, and that what is passing through, that is ghee. And proteins which are kept back, these you throw away. This should be removed, so that the ghee is clear, you know. So everybody can also do it at home. It's very easy. It only takes some time until the proteins are solidified, and one can take it out by any filter. First we sift.
And it doesn't
actually,
get spoiled and you can store it for a long time.
yes, correct, without fridge.
Without fridge.
Yeah.
How long do you think?
Actually, it becomes even more medicinal as older it becomes. In ancient times, they kept such cow ghee for 1 year, for 5 years, even for 10 years. And it is considered to become even more medicinal, for example, as an ointment or something. For Agnihotra, I would take the regular one, you know. We do not keep it for many years. But
Maybe for a month.
yes, in ancient, yes, absolutely. In ancient tradition, it's kept
And
to
does it
become
have to be stored in the glass water or something?
glass.
like
Glass is best to keep it nicely closed and dark. So
If it have a plastic
that? And certain metal.
Ya idam namama
Suryaya idam nama
Prajapataye swaha
Prajapataye swaha
Prajapataye idam namama.
Prajapataye idam nama
One more time. Suryaya swaha
Suryaya swaha.
At the same time you can have two Agnihotra in the same.
Yeah, yes. Actually, now it's if there are more persons interested in the house to do Agnihotra, it is good. It is good if more people do in the house. Normally, now this is good because times are so extreme. We need extreme measures also.
कृपया जी विधी चालली आहे त्याच्याकडे लक्ष द्या बघावं. अग्नी असा पेटवला जातो.
6 minutes is still there.
आज दिनांक 4 डिसेंबर 2004 साल. आजचं संध्याकाळचं अग्निहोत्राची वेळ आहे 5:56 आणि 54 सेकंद. ही ह्या स्थानाची वेळ आहे. म्हणजे आज त्यांच्याकडे ते एक यंत्र आहे, त्या यंत्राप्रमाणे ह्या जागेचा अक्षांश रेखांश काढून त्याप्रमाणे ह्या जागेची स्थानिक सूर्यास्ताची वेळ काढली आहे. त्याप्रमाणे वर्षभराचं पुढील वर्षभराचं पण टाइम टेबल त्यांनी काढून दिलेलं आहे. अग्निहोत्राचे सायंचे मंत्र अग्नये स्वाहा अग्नये इदम न मम प्रजापतये स्वाहा प्रजापतये इदम न मम. स्वाहा म्हणताना आहुती दिली जाईल. भरपूर शेळ्या लावल्या की आपल्याकडे भरपूर भस्म तयार होतं आणि त्या भस्माचा आपण इतर बराचसा फायदा घेऊ शकतो. परंतु हे सर्व आपल्याकडे उपलब्ध असलेल्या शेण्यांच्या पुरवठ्यावरती आहे आणि त्यासाठी
Ten seconds.
सुरू म्हटल्यावर मंत्र सुरू करायचं. सुरू. दोन अवत्याचं अग्निहोत्र इथे आटपतो. त्यानंतर आपण शांत बसून तयार होणाऱ्या किंवा झालेल्या वातावरणाचा लाभ घेऊ शकतो.
किं सत्कर्म किमध्यात्मं यदि विज्ञातुमर्हति सर्वशास्त्रेषु ग्रन्थेषु प्रमाणं परमं श्रुतिः अस्पष्टं जगदस्पष्टं तत्त्वज्ञानविवेचनम् अन्यथा लभ्यते किन्तु प्रमाणं परमं श्रुतिः आशकन्तेषु सर्वेषु श्रुतिप्रमाण्यमेव च सर्वतः सारमदत्यान्य च कल्याणहेतवे शुष्कवादा गदा केचिन्नान्यतस्थितिवादिनः सर्वे ते विलयं यन्ति मिथ्याकलहकारिणः नास्तिका वेदनिन्दकाः वाखण्डा वेददूषकाः एते सर्वे विनश्यन्ति मिथ्याचारप्रवर्तकाः यज्ञदान तपकर्म स्वाध्याय निरोधोपवेत् एष एव हि सुत्युक्तः सत्यधर्मः सनातनः यज्ञधर्मं चामि दानधर्मं चामि तपोधर्मं चामि कर्मधर्मं चामि स्वाध्यायधर्मं चामि पुनरपि यज्ञधर्मं चामि पुनरपि दानधर्मं चामि पुनरपि तपोधर्मं चामि पुनरपि कर्मधर्मं चामि पुनरपि स्वाध्यायधर्मं चामि पुनरपि यज्ञधर्मं चामि पुनरपि दानधर्मं चामि पुनरपि तपोधर्मं चामि पुनरपि कर्मधर्मं चामि पुनरपि स्वाध्यायधर्मं चामि सत्यं शरणं गच्छामि सत्यधामं शरणं गच्छामि सत्यधामसङ्गं शरणं गच्छामि सत्यं शरणं गच्छामि Satyadhamam sharanam gacchami. Satyadhammasangam sharanam gacchami. Satyam sharanam gacchami. Satyadhamam sharanam gacchami. Satyadhammasangam sharanam gacchami.
And Agnihotra medicine. For me, always, it is really great pleasure to share my knowledge, as Agnihotra and aromatherapy has helped myself so much, and it is my way to thank God to share the knowledge with everybody who loves to know this knowledge also. So thank you again. And I'm happy to introduce what you can do with your Agnihotra fire yourself on a very easy way, in an easy method. We have seen before the Agnihotra fire how we prepare it, how we perform it, and so I start to continue with the remaining ashes. You see, these are the ashes of the Agnihotra fire this evening. And I want to show you how everybody can make himself use of his own Agnihotra ash for healing, for simple folk medicines. At that point, I really want to stress the main healing energy. Great healing energy is created by the fire itself. And the idea is that every person first perform his own Agnihotra fire, what is creating the original healing energy, and only afterwards then additionally uses the Agnihotra ash. So many problems are already cured or get big help by the Agnihotra fire itself only. For example, we have many who were cured only by sitting to the Agnihotra fire itself.
Agnihotra
of sinusitis get cured just by sitting close to the fire and inhaling the smoke of the fire itself. Also, when people have problems with sleeping or with much stress, for example, and have the mind not so nicely balanced, we always really experience that the fire itself is so healing. Means people just easily can come to sleep and get a balanced mind again just by the effect of the Agnihotra fire itself. The ashes are there and we can make use of it, and I want to show you a few simple methods how everybody of you can make use of your own Agnihotra ash for easy folk medicines.
Just take the ashes from the pyramid before you prepare next Agnihotra fire and give it through a sift, through a simple sift as I show it. You just take the ashes.
अग्निहोत्राच्या भस्म घ्यायचं आणि चाळणीतून एका स्वच्छ पात्रामध्ये चाळायचं.
कंपल्सरी फक्त तांब्याची भांडी वापरायची. कंपल्सरी तांब्याची भांडी वापरायची.
Is it necessary to use copper only?
No, this can be in glass also, but I have taken copper because it's very healing.
काचेचं पात्र चालतं, पण त्यांना हवंय म्हणतात.
But you just can. Ghee is a very good carrier for medicinal substances, so it takes the effects of the ash quickly into the body.
तूप हे
To show an even more effective, intense cream ointment. But that is only to be used externally, only external use, but it has its effect more deep also. So for example, when you want to do something good for your kidneys or for your liver, even deeper organs, you know, then you can prepare that ointment what I now am showing.
आता त्याच्या
Of ghee, let us say 1 spoon or 1 glass or whichever quantity you need.
एक भाग तूप,
1 part of ghee and 3 times same part of water.
एक भाग तूप आणि त्याच्या 3 पट म्हणजे 3 भाग पाणी.
1, 2.
It has to be cow's ghee.
Yes, cow's ghee, pure cow's ghee, like for Agnihotra. 3. So, of course, you can measure it nicely with either some spoons or with some cup. I have made it.
चमच्याने किंवा कपाने आपण ते मोजू शकतो.
And then you put this really on a copper plate. The other things you also can manage on whatever plate you have, but here we need especially also the electricity effects of the copper and the healing effects of the copper. So this preparation please make on a copper plate. It's always very healing like gold, but for this preparation we really need the energy of the copper to become effective. And the ghee together with the water on this copper. And take care that you have beautiful thoughts, that you either sing mantras or that you are concentrated on love, you know, that would be the idea of the very healing energy. So you can even take a larger copper vessel, you know. This is my travel set, so I have a bit smaller plate. But you can, and so you rub for a while that some of the water can be mixed with the ghee. The ghee becomes a bit more white because of the water particles. And then after some while, let us say 2 or 3 minutes of this, you just pour the water away. And keep the ghee inside. Ghee remains. And then again you pour 3 parts water, fresh water again to it. Best distilled water to be safe, you know.
1,
2, 3. You can exactly measure it, that parts are correct, you know. I just do it now.
Random.
Similarly,
Random.
yes. So. And then again, same procedure with your right hand. You rub it together on this copper plate. It is even more nice when you can take before shower, have fresh clothes, and so, you know, to keep as much purity as possible, as much love as possible. All these energies are flowing into this cream. So as good as you any can take care of this, just take your time, you know, because this is a matter of healing, you know, of purity. The water away and keep the ghee. So the ghee becomes more and more white. It always becomes more light color. And this you repeat 15 times minimum. But you can also go up to 100 times, but 15 times minimum. And then, when you have thrown away the last time the water, only then you give some ash to it, only in the end.
15 वेळा का 100 वेळा घोळून झाल्यानंतर सगळ्यात शेवटी चिमूटभर भस्म त्याच्यात मिसळायचं.
And mix it. Just a pinch is enough to give this energetic imprint.
चिमूटभर पुरेसं आहे.
So, and this is now to be used only externally, but with much more intense effect when you do it 15 times.
हे फक्त बाहेरूनच वापरायचं आहे, पण त्याची तीव्रता अधिक आहे.
So I can also give around only for people to see how easy it is, you know, and how they have it afterwards ready. So we just can give it to take a bottle with water and distilled water and put Agnihotra ash, a pinch in it, and put it into sunlight for minimum 1 day. Agnihotra ash to give the information of the fire to the water. So you can take a small bottle or a larger bottle. You just take a pinch of the ash and add it and put it into sunlight.
And bottle should be closed or it should be open? It should be kept open?
You can actually close it because it is going through the glass. It should be a glass bottle.
Okay, okay.
That would be important.
Okay.
Traveling, but for healing you should use glass bottle.
तेव्हा औषध म्हणून करतात तेव्हा ती काचेचीच बाटली असते सर्व औषधांच्या बाबतीत प्लास्टिकची नाही.
Let us say 3 times a cup, especially with diseases caused by virus infection. This had to
जर
be
व्हायरस
very
इन्फेक्शन
nice.
झालेलं असेल.
Additionally, you can also take the Agnihotra ashes to all herb teas, which you might take, like chamomile or like different herbs, which you may want to make tea of herb tea.
Means?
Herbs tea.
Herbs tea.
Herbal tea. Yes.
Reiki tea.
आपली माहिती आहे ना.
Yes.
आपलं आयुर्वेदिक
Improving the power of the
herbs.
Yes.
त्याच्या वनस्पती आपण वापरतो आयुर्वेदिक काढ्यामध्ये चहामध्ये
Yes, this is a
त्याची
very,
ताकद अधिक वाढते.
a very simple way. Yes. And another way, which is very simple, I want to explain. You take one meal spoon of honey and the juice of 1 lemon, and give it in a water glass and fill it up with hot water and put some pinch of ash to it and mix it, stir it, and then take each hour 1 tablespoon of this mixture internally. This is very healing when you have cough.
Like me.
Okay, you can take some warm ghee, body warm ghee, and put also a pinch of ash in it, and put it on a cloth and keep it here, like like a compress, a ghee compress here. For example, in the evening when you anyway lie down or something, that it can stay a bit. Also in the morning it is very nice because it keeps the warmth very healing here, and it can enter here the complete lung system, and it is a great help.
छातीवरती घडी नाही.
Please take care to soon close the ghee again. Either it is for Agnihotra or it is for healing ointments or amplifications. Always it is very nice to immediately close the ghee bottle again to make sure that it is kept pure.
तुपाचं भांड कायम झाकलेलं.
Healing.
Does one have to keep the compress at a time? 15 minutes?
How long you keep the compress?
Oh, I would say half an hour. Yes. Yes. And
अर्धा तास ते पोटीस जे आपण ठेवू किंवा घडी म्हणून जे छातीच्या तक्रारी करतात किंवा फुफ्फुसांच्या तक्रारी करतात ते अर्धा तास तरी ठेवावं.
And during day when you cannot have a compress there, I would take just some ghee with Agnihotra ash rubbing in.
Yes.
Because it preserves the warmth very nicely here. What is needed for you?
पोटीस जर ठेवता येत नसेल आपण कामात असतो तेव्हा नुसतं चिमूटभर
Ash for the area of the eyes, very easily. You take distilled water and give it together with some Agnihotra ash powder and boil it for 10 minutes boiling. 10 minutes boiling. So you need a bit more amount than you afterwards want to have because it's vaporing, you know.
Okay.
10 minutes steady boiling is very important. Like for example for coffee or something, because the ashes have to come again out of the water because they would irritate the eye, you know. So it must go definitely through a filter where the ashes are again taken out of the water. And now looks like clean water that you can use for eye drops. Eye, and also 1 drop on the area around the eye. You just give a little massage around the eye to energetize all
त्याच
this
पाण्याने
area.
डोळ्याभोवती
Use wonderful for ears as eardrops to give 1 drop
तेच
in
पाणी
the ear. Make it warm again to body temperature. It is helping more when it has body temperature when it goes the drop into the ear.
आपल्या
The ear area, just to give energy to that place.
कानात घालायचं औषध.
And then I want to especially also mention a simple but very effective thing, that is horsetail. Do you know that herb, horsetail? No?
It's not so common here.
Yeah. Efficacy arvense. It is a herb which has high parts of silicea, kieselgel. Is kieselgel was? Yeah. It has. It is described also in the booklet.
Yes.
And this you have to boil 20 minutes, that this is coming out, and then mix with the ash. And it is helping very much for the hairs, but also inside when you have anything what is growing, like something cancer, like some myome,
like some cyst or something, everything what is taking too much space.
Growing.
Yeah, it helps very nicely to come to the correct structure again.
You explain some details.
The herb is called horsetail.
Spelling?
Horse, like a horse, riding horse.
Horsetail.
And tail like the tail.
Horsetail.
Yes, horse. The tail of a horse is the regular name here. I found it also in the books of this Organic India. They had it there, so it must be somewhere available.
They call it horsetail?
Yeah, there was it mentioned with that.
What is
The
it?
Latin name is Equisetum arvense. But it is also mentioned in the book again, in case of need, you know. And it helps to give the structure back to the body area, not the muscles and not the bones, but the Bindegewebe.
ते वनस्पतीचं नाव सांगितलं हॉस्टेल त्याच्यापासून केलेलं जे औषध आहे त्याच्यात कुठल्याही प्रकारची वाढ जी पोटात
Equisetum arvense.
What is it? What is
botanic
it?
name. And here the name is horsetail. It is a herb which comes up like this or this. And it should be found here because Organic India, they also describe it for preparations of them. I saw
इथे
it
सुद्धा
there.
ते उपलब्ध एक प्रकारचं झुडूप आहे ते इथे सुद्धा उपलब्ध आहे असं ते म्हणतात.
In the Himalayas, I have seen.
But what is the function? What you are telling we cannot.
This is basically for the growth within the
overgrowth. Too much.
Overgrowth in the body.
Yes.
Like tumors.
Then how it works?
You have to boil 20 minutes and there is some silicea coming out, some structure, some crystals.
What to boil 20 minutes?
That
Horsetail.
with water.
I am just in context of this.
The herb with water. You have to boil 10 minutes boiling, and then remove the herb and take that water to add the Agnihotra ash, and you drink it. But also that outtaken herb you can take as compress wherever the problem is. When you have here, for example, some growing too much, you put the herb here and drink tea or wherever you have the problem. It really has proved to be very helpful for this, to give the correct structure back to body when overgrowth is there, you know, too much growing, like cancer, like myomes, like cyst, like there are different ways of too much.
Even for the fibroid.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yes. And now I would love to show you the film how they apply these things in South America. And afterwards, when there are questions open, we can have the question sessions.
आता त्या त्यांनी साऊथ अमेरिकेतली काढलेली फिल्म दाखवत आहेत आणि त्याच्यानंतर आपण प्रश्न करतो.
This horsetail is naturally, what is it? How it?
It's a herb.
Acute diarrhea. There is an acute diarrhea.
Yes.
Dysentery.
Yes.
Indigestion.
Yes.
Does it act on that?
Yes. Then I would take the ashes per. Yeah. You want first to translate? Yeah. When I have to go to toilet, 1 teaspoonful of ash afterwards. So the less I have to go to toilet automatically, the less I take the ash inside. This has been proved to be a very quick cure, you know.
One spoonful.
Yeah, Agnihotra ash after each going to toilet.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Or with something.
No, just ash. Yeah, you can put it in water to swallow more easy, but the important thing were the teaspoon of ash. Because in that case, the amount is also nice to take really a teaspoon, because it binds quickly the toxins, you know.
Now, would you like to tell that the 3 diseases that person was having and he had been cured within 6 months?
यांचं उत्तर असं आहे, प्रश्न असा होता
अभी हमने देखा हम ओम श्री चांट कर रहे थे.
Wrong language.
English, please.
Sorry. We have seen that Om Shri was chanted in the film.
Yes.
So the different beach mantras are also there.
Yeah.
So you have the specific.
Every mantra can be done. Agnihotra is independent of mantras only at sunrise and sunset. It should be the Agnihotra mantra.
Otherwise, you can do your own
No, but
routine.
any other mantras, healing effect, if you have noticed, please tell us.
Yes, we love, many people love to do this Sapta Shloki, which rise from the same source of knowledge like the Agnihotra. So many people who do Agnihotra love to do after any meditation in general, the Sapta Shloki and the triple surrender and this, you know. But everybody can just follow his own routine and take the Agnihotra to his regular routine, and he will improve in doing his thing, you know, what he is generally doing. So it is nothing special. You know, it is science, it is like a law of nature. And every law of nature you can do in any country, in any party, in any family, or in any situation. It is working, so also Agnihotra. It does not depend on any special this or that. You just can take it in your life, that's it.
उपचारण करता है.
To pray and take the Agnihotra to it. So whatever is the daily routine or your situation, you simply can take the Agnihotra to it and it can help you and serve you.
आपण फिल्ममध्ये पाहिलं ते लोक ओम श्री म्हणत होते, पण तसं काही नाही, कुठलंही म्हणून.
Taken out and she just drinks the water because the information has come to the water and can help just by the water only.
मगाशी सांगितलं तसं
Where ashes is disturbing, you just can boil it together and give it to a filter and just take the ashes.
त्यांनी जरूर विचारावेत आणि त्या उत्तर द्यायला तयार आहेत.
Yes.
नाही हो हो खुशाल मगाशी अन्नपदार्थ टाकून चालतं. विचार तुम्ही डायरेक्टली
the immunity power of that individual.
Yes, we made Kirlian photographies, for example, before a fire and after fire. And Kirlian photography shows the energy status, you know, with this corona around the skin. We made photos of the feet and of the hands before and afterwards. And alone one fire already showed that where holes were before in the corona, missing corona, that it was filled up only by one fire even. So it is also the experience always that health is getting better. Of course it depends on the mental state of a person, you know, whether somebody is really deadly sick or just only a little. So we cannot say everything will be cured in 3 days. Of course it has to be a concern what mental state the patient has, you know. But in all cases we noticed an improving. That at least. And generally is first point to sit to the fire because this is the original healing energy, and second additionally applying the ashes in according manner. That's the way.
At least can we prevent recurrent infections?
Prevent to?
Infections.
Infections. Yes, by strengthening the immune power. You anyway are doing this. Because, you know, the bacteria is nothing, only the body is the problem, you know. When it is weak, then all bacteria can enter. When the body is strong, the bacteria are no problem. So by strengthening the body, we get along with that problem, you know.
So you have not yet taken the clinical trials on many patients?
No. I'm not a clinical, I'm not a physician, I'm a pharmacist, and I have developed the system how everybody can apply his own Agnihotra into medicine, how to manage. This is my job. And the scientists shall do their job to do all these great clinic series and so on, you know. But what I did was empiric research. Means I tested it first on myself, then on the friends, then on the friends of the friends. And in the meantime, there are hundreds of people in any continent, actually all over the world, who have taken advantage of this. They wanted not to wait until a scientist says, I have hundreds of this or that, you know, and yes, it functions, you know. They just tried it, you know.
A question which is maybe common in the minds of all the doctors present here. what is the success rate of the medicines that you have tried? I mean, do you have any rough idea?
Actually, practically everybody who tried it was improved, you know. It takes different times how you become, let us say, completely healthy or so. This depends on the state. But the improvement was actually always there. Because it helps the different systems. And so the situation always got better, you know. This I notice everywhere. Even I may tell with the case of my parents, for example, my father was 94 years old and was about to die. He was very sick. And actually the hospital phoned me to come for his final breath, you know. And so I went there and did Agnihotra in his room. And all the nurses were really wondering what I was doing, because his breathing was so balanced afterwards, the muscle tonus was so balanced afterwards, and he had such a quiet time to pass over. They said they never have experienced such a period of passing so peacefully. And also his face afterwards was very happy. And so the nurses themselves started to doing Agnihotra. And one lady told me, half a year later, I think, she's giving massage at the feet of the dying people with the Agnihotra ash. And they are taking so great advantage of it, you know. And on my father, I also put it here on the arms and so. And you could immediately see, even in this intense state, you know, final state, how big help is provided even in such earnest situation. I never would have think so. I only thought, well, I want to try whatever I can, you know, because it is a very intense situation. Even when a person is really very old already, nevertheless, you know, it is very intense. And so I got really the experience, and afterwards with my mother, same ways, when you just do the Agnihotra and only apply the ashes a bit on the body, how great help is provided, even in such earnest case. It's really a blessing. Even for the nurses.
Basically, you are trying to say that we can manage the pain better.
Yeah, that was my experience. Yes.
त्यांनी स्वतःच्या वडिलांचा अनुभव आणि आई
This profited of this because one nurse was also very sick and had to take antibiotics, and she was helping only with the deadly sick people with the idea, well, they anyway go, you know, so it doesn't matter when she gives her infection further or something. And even she improved, and she said, oh, what were you doing? I feel now healthy, I feel so fine, and I have my power back, you know, what was it, what you do? I'm healthy again. Even the nurse got cured, you know.
नर्सने सुद्धा प्रयोग केला.
Students, especially children.
Yeah, Irma Garcia has done it. She's coming, I think, next day together, maybe with Karin. She did a lot of tests with mentally retarded persons.
And what are the results?
And it was really supporting them.